Hello, my name is John Dotson. The holy place is secret because it is so close. Here are poems from Carmel Bay in California, where the river meets the sea. Thrust by gravity, rippling forward, verdant, fresh water, surging, is overflown by exploding, fusing waves in their collapse, converging, superimposing, subverting, now emerging, rising again, translucent, blue tunnels peak and plunge, thunderously purified, released, ever seduced by whirlwind and by moon. Across sculpted granite, the wet salt of time dissolves, seasoning our cheeks and tongues as flame tips penetrate the ruby-slit sky above the bay and billows of driftwood smoke. And evening star and all the blazing points of heaven affirm the incorruptible joy as light passes through our bodies, sees self. North wind considerable. Ocean waves are older than anyone now living, older than any human has ever lived, older than breathing, older than airborne hearing. How long did this music wait for ears? Maybe life crawled up on sand, so salt could share its salt with salt. Older than any tribe or society or culture or religion or political form, the rhythm of these waves. Our footsteps all here today, gone tomorrow, lace sun-struck silicate traces on the beach. Our best embellishment as we head this way and that way, this way, as we so determine. Youth is always here, mine and yours, all youth that ever was and ever will behold the music never once repeated in these waves. And I now take great pleasure in this incarnate and innocence-restoring moment. Black crow being on white strand comes over to me, all strut and no caw. I take this bird very seriously as she shoulders into blown sideways steps and flies off seaward. As to myself, crow's meat, I might suggest. Not this, though. Some other day. A 1,000 gulls. Well, maybe not quite 1,000 at the mouth of the Rio Carmelo today, as I watch the fresh water, deep brown and verdant of valley, drown beneath the salt water waves. Beaks aligned upstream toward estuary, a gaggle of gulls were swept swiftly backward by the current into the breakers, where just before doom they lifted off, one by one, and then all together, swerving up and over the waves in a great arc, then to return and land on nice dry sand, cycle after cycle. Then one daring bird after another ventured back into the river, beaks aligned upstream, untoward estuary, flapping, ducking, floating, unresisting, backward, drawn down to the very brink of oceanic catastrophe, almost. Then all erupted and patterned out over the waves, to return and land on dry sand, cycle after cycle. I was convinced of their joy, sure as anything. It was completely clear to me they were just having fun. This poem, Return, is Return to the Sculpture Studio. When the door opens and I may behold over and over again this work of heart with human hands, there are no more doubts. My eyes are led wherever they seek conjunctions, whirlpools unspeakable, open wounds that must be attended at these edges where nothing becomes something and then reverses. Where life is more death, but death comes around to this sudden moment among the living. Colors appear and disappear with passing clouds. There on the horizon of bold moves, and right here, after the slightest touch, I belong, where darkness shines as far as near, and the stone cries out that asking too much is better than asking too little. Thank you.